I have a serious problem with The Last of Us Part 2. It has nothing to do with the story, the characters, or the leaks. My problem is that this game has completely ruined every other third-person shooter for me. You know that feeling when you finish a game and then you try to play something else, maybe Assassin's Creed or Uncharted, and suddenly it just feels clunky? It feels stiff? That is the Naughty Dog curse. Once you get used to how this game handles, going back to anything else feels like driving a car with square wheels. The magic here isn't just about the graphics, it's the flow. In most games, you have two modes. You are either sprinting or you are crouching. It's binary. But in this game, the movement is analog. It's messy. You stumble, you slam into door frames, you crawl on your back. There is this constant fluid momentum that makes you feel like you are actually struggling to survive, rather than just pressing buttons on a controller. It allows you to do things that shouldn't be possible in a video game. You can go from full sprint to a slide to a prone shot back to a sprint. And the animation never breaks. It never looks gamey. It just looks like an action movie. And then there is the sound. And I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about the pure audio feedback of the combat. I honestly think this might be the best sounding game ever made. The guns don't sound like pop guns. They sound like explosions. The way a brick sounds when it hits a wall, or the way glass shatters. It has this crunch to it that is incredibly satisfying. It tricks your brain. Even if you are just walking around looting an empty house, the ambient noise makes the world feel heavy and real. It creates tension out of thin air. But the main reason this game holds up so well is the enemies. In 99% of games, the enemies are just targets waiting to be shot. They stand in the open, or they pop their heads up on a timer. Here, the enemies actually feel like they want to live. They flank you, they flush you out with grenades. They get scared if you kill their friends. It forces you to play differently. You can't just sit behind cover and wait. You have to think, you have to move, and you have to improvise. That's why, years later, I can still boot this up and just play random encounters for hours. It doesn't matter if you hate the story decisions. It doesn't matter if you think the game is too long. Purely from a mechanical standpoint, strictly talking about the buttons you press, this is still the king of the genre. And honestly, I'm kind of mad about it. Because until another studio catches up to this level of polish, everything else is just going to feel a little bit lighter. Let me know if you agree. Has this game ruined other shooters for you? Drop a comment below.